So, hi, I'm Dave Allen. I am in Perth, in Western Australia. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist, have been for about 10 years, and my business name is New Dimension Vitality.
Fantastic, Dave. And what was your business like prior to meeting me, Dave?
My business was pretty much hit and miss. So, I'm out on Google with my website. I'm relying on people to search me through Google. Um, some weeks were good, some weeks weren't as good, which is a hard thing to take on board as being self-employed. We don't seriously have a constant income, a regular income, like working for somebody. So you have to sort of take those lows and the highs, but it was really just irregular,
Okay,
which is
and
really painful now.
okay, so what was that pain like? What were you experiencing back then? What prior to meeting me?
Basically, because of the finances are really up and down and it's irregular, it just causes just a lot of stress in your life, and you know the uncertainty of when the next client's going to come in, um, and how many people are going to come in. So the first basis of it is helping people, but ultimately, if I'm not if I'm not looking after and managing my finances, how can I stay in business in this type of business and help people quit smoking and other things with hypnotherapy?
Absolutely. What pricing point were you charging your services at, and how many clients would you see on a weekly basis?
Sure. My price before seeing you was $295. I would give them for $295. I would give them one session and another session within a month. Um, I'd probably only be seeing, on average, about two of those a week.
Okay, okay, and obviously we connected through Facebook ads. What made you decide to book in a call with us after seeing our ads?
Basically, because I was frustrated with not seeing enough clients and helping me pay my bills. But ultimately, I wasn't busy enough in business, and I knew there was still a lot of people out there that need help to quit smoking. I just didn't know how to get hold of them because just relying on one source to Google or Google AdWords is is no certainty in that. So I just wanted to create more certainty in my business and have a sense of control of what I can do in my business.
Okay, perfect. Now, we obviously do Facebook ads, which is different to Google ads.
Mm-hmm.
What was your experience like working with prospects through Facebook ads?
Yeah, when I got the contacts from the clients that put their details in for the Facebook ads, um, I found it really relatively easy to contact them because I knew all about the process of quitting smoking and the triggers and the reasons and things that we need to ask them. So it was really a no-brainer. It was comfortable for me, and everybody was receptive to have a chat about it. And it's only about a 15-minute, 20-minute chat anyway. And then I was able to get some clients from it.
Were you nervous at any stage calling people that had provided their name, contact number, and email at any point? Like, how was it when you
Yeah,
first started?
yeah, sure. There was some nerves and some of my own doubts and fears about getting on a phone and talking to somebody, but ultimately, if you know, I'm passionate about helping people quit smoking. Um, Again, you know, it's up to me. I take control over that. So yeah, there was a little bit of nerves, but I overcame that with just talking to them and making the phone calls.
Perfect. And after we had our initial conversation, what changed with your pricing point after when we first had our initial conversation?
Yeah, so immediately talking to you, I knew that I had to increase the sale point. I had it at 495 for years, but a long time ago. But I knew that also at 295, it wasn't doing the client any good because the average person smokes about 200, 200, and $300 a week. So, if they're not really paying for the specialized program at a decent price, then maybe I'm not getting the people that are really committed to quit smoking. So I knew that in myself that 295 was too low. And then after speaking to you, that same day I put my price up to 495.
Perfect. So off the initial batch that we gave you when you took up our intro offer, how many clients did you actually convert into paying? How many people did you convert into paying clients?
Yeah. Okay. So I got it was 2 weeks. I paid you $150 per week. I would say in the 2 weeks of paying out the $150 per week, which is 300, I returned $2,000, which gave me a profit of 1,700.
Perfect, and which is definitely good to hear. Now, obviously, you've done fantastic with this, and what we're really glad to hear about. Obviously, there's a lot of other therapists that are in the same boat that you were before, prior to, back when you were doing Google stuff, etc. What would you say to anybody else that was skeptical about, that was considering doing this? To them?
Well, I'd say firstly, if they're really committed to helping people quit smoking, and if they're committed to contacting enough people and people to quit smoking and take control of the business, because ultimately we're all self-employed. And the reason why most hypnotherapists don't earn the income that we need to earn to survive and stay in business to help people with hypnotherapy, it is important for us to maintain a good regular income as well. So there's twofold. If the hypnotherapist is committed to helping people quit smoking, and secondly, if they're committed to taking control of their business and supporting their lifestyle so that they can continue to help people quit smoking. There's always going to be skepticism. We're always going to have it. I suppose, you just take a step at a time and work through the process. It's no different to helping people quit smoking. We help them go through a process. So skepticism can be healthy, but don't allow that to become a negative restriction on not doing this, because you've got to do it. Because if you can't keep relying on people just coming to you and making a phone call, you're not going to get enough of them. Because their biggest fear is getting on the phone. They'll look at this as cold calling, and they won't consider it because it's too hard work. They just want the easy work of waiting for the phone calls to come in.
Yeah.
But ultimately, their pain level is not as high as my pain level at the moment financially. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, so financially, I got no choice. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And at the beginning, I was nervous. At the beginning, I was, going, holy shit, what? Yeah, and there was a longer period between making that phone call that I would doubt myself and going, oh, can I do this? And I read the script, and then it was just the more times I pretty much used first, half a dozen people was just practice to run a script, and then it just become familiar, and I'm happy with people. I know I've done quit smoking for 8-10 years since the QC days, so it's not unfamiliar to me. But most hypnotherapists won't do this.
Perfect. All right.
It's a fear.